Hi everybody, we're back here working with Lady again. You've probably already watched the first video of her training that we just started this past Wednesday. If not, go back and watch that first. So I've done one lesson since then, a refresher the next day on Thursday. She had Friday off out in the pasture to kind of rest on it, and today's Saturday. We just saddled her up, tacked her up and groomed her first, and now I'm just gonna let her move around with the saddle on before we start a driving lesson again. Walk, walk. Good girl. The main reason I'm doing this is just to slowly put the saddle on. It's not very tight yet. On these young horses, I like to tighten it in about 3 or 4 different slow increments so they don't get cinchy. Alright, we'll just do this for a few minutes and then we'll start the lesson. So I've got my driving reins on her. She did pretty well on the refresher the other day. I expect her just to get better each time. So before you take off trying to drive a horse for the second and third and fourth times when they're just getting used to it, it's always good to start with a little backup reminder. And you just do as light a pressure as you think you can get by with, because the lighter you ask, the lighter they'll become on it. Back up, back up. Good girl. And just one little step backwards is all you have to get. Back up. Oh, good girl. And you release instantly. All about timing on that. And the reason you want to practice backing up is it's the same mentally and the same physically as a stop for them. It's the same muscles. So you're working on your whoa when you're really working on your backup. Because you don't want her running off with you in the driving reins. Oh, good girl. Good girl. Back up. Back up. Oh, back up. Good girl. You can also work with a little bit of flexing before you go. I've done that already. And then start in a controlled space like this round pin, just to let her know that this is what we're doing before you take off outside. Oh, 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 oh. Good girl. Walk. 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 Good girl. Good girl. Practice a couple stops. Good girl. Good girl. Okay, walk. She's a fast learner. We'll be riding her by Monday probably. Good girl. Good girl. See how I use the whip to help her make that decision to give to the pressure? Pulling on the inside rein and tap on her outside gives her 2 signals on what to do. Whoa, 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 whoa. Good girl. Okay, so what we'll do, what we'll do is I'll put the GoPro on my head for the first quarter mile of this journey, because that'll be the hardest. Then once we get into the woods where we know she'll behave, I'll put it on time lapse and we'll just put a little song to it. Where we're headed is to go check on the sheep and on bear. When we get there, we'll film again. Then on the way back, we'll let Isaac try to drive. Ooh, what a good girl. Walk, babe. She wants to go back to her herd. That's pretty understandable. Walk. Walk. Good girl. See, as soon as she made the right decision, she got a release from the reins and my pressure. Makes her learn to make those right decisions faster. So for everybody that says I'm rushing her, if you can't get them to a spot where they have to have pressure and be worried about making a mistake, then you can't relieve the pressure by making them make the correct choices. Well, sometimes on these good colts, rushing them is just what they need to learn faster and to learn how to learn faster. There's my grading I've been doing on where I want to put my arena. Haven't got very far yet. There's Oliver and all the colts. I guess I better make sure this is recording. She's being real good. When we get to a trail enclosed, she'll be even better. This is kind of enclosed because there's a fence on both sides. But right here by the pond and the well house and this buildings, we usually have a little more trouble with a young horse. Isaac, she's getting a little scared, so why don't you go ahead and lead? She's scared of those pillars. Make it easier on her. You can even shake the bucket every once in a while. Now this is cheating, sure, but also I have historical knowledge that this is a hard pinch point for all colts, so why not make it easier on her first time? Okay, Isaac, I think I can go first now. You can fall back. Walk, walk. I was wrong. Walk. Good girl. Get up. Walk. No.
There's two little corrections here when Lady tries to turn back that I need to address right off, because I know there's going to be a vocal minority that's going to be very upset that I tapped her, especially anywhere on the neck or head. However, the timing on these corrections were just right, and a horse learns a bad habit in one time. If you were to let your mare turn back on you to go back towards her herd when she gets a little bit scared at an obstacle, she's going to do it at every obstacle, and you're going to have to correct her 15 times for them to unlearn a bad habit. Bad habit gets learned the first time, it gets unlearned in 7 to 15 times. Also, I want you to note, I wasn't hauling off and whacking her with the stick. I'm basically putting it up there enough for her to have resistance or something to run into. Like she turns the wrong direction, she knows she's not supposed to be turning, there's a barrier there. Trust me when I tell you, I hurt myself 15 times a day just being me harder than what that correction was to that horse. And although it might look unfortunate, I left it in here because it's important for you to know that you got to raise your level of correction to whatever level you have to do to get the correct result. Because like I said, if I had just let her turn back, she would have learned to spin back around while driving whenever she's scared. And that lesson right there probably won't ever have to be repeated. She's learned it.
Okay, Isaac, take the lead again just till we pass this house. Walk. Walk. Shake the bucket. Walk. Good girl. This house is always scary. This is the spot where Becca got bucked off of the young horse she was riding because of the house. And pinch points. Something about their psychology. Whenever a trail narrows in, it becomes a pinch point. They get scared to pass it. But then it's funny because the narrower the trail and more enclosed, once they're in it, the calmer they are. That's just counterintuitive. Okay, you can get behind me again, Isaac. Okay, hope. We've made it. We made it to the field. I made her stand a little too long. She got impatient. Walk. And walk. I put it back on video because when we meet the dog and the sheep and out in the open, I expect to have a few more problems. And that might be interesting for y'all to see. It's important to not take too much slack off of her, not baby her too much on these, because she needs to learn that I ain't gonna ask her to do anything that's dangerous, and to trust me. She doesn't need to learn to not be afraid of culvert pipes. She needs to learn to trust me. Walk. That's a mistake a lot of people make. They want to desensitize a young horse to every possible thing, and that ain't the answer. The answer is, trust me, I ain't gonna put you in a dangerous spot. If we both get scared, we get scared together and get out of there. But if I ain't scared, she doesn't need to be scared. Walk. Walk up. Good girl. Walk up. Bear is the best livestock guardian dog in the world. He never leaves his sheep, and they're not even in a pen. I just brought them back here free range, and they go, he stays with them. And there is everything out here. Coyotes, mountain lions. Walk up. Walk up. Walk up. Wild boar will eat the young sheep. Walk. Good girl. Come on, Isaac, get up to my right. Walk up. Walk up. Matter of fact, there's a wild boar skull right there. Another culvert pipe. And another creek crossing. Good girl. Walk. We'll just go past this cedar tree and then we'll turn around and let the sheep stay. Okay, Isaac, switch me. You can take the horse and I'll take the sheep, food, and dog. Here, just hold her by a lead rope. Oh, hey. Between my mom and me, we had a bunch of expired meat. That's what Bear gets to eat every day. Good little sheepies. Now the trick is getting them to leave and not follow us. Okay, just lead her this way for a minute, bud, while we make sure the sheep aren't gonna follow us. So from that fence you guys can see up there, all the way back around this curve, there's another field you can't see, is all just we let it just go and use it for hunting. So that's why there's grass back here. There's no fence. And we don't let the horses back here or anything. This is my dad's property. So that's why I've put the sheep back here. I couldn't keep them in. My electric fence is broke right now, and they're getting out regardless of the electric fence because there's no food left. If I didn't have Bear, I wouldn't be able to do this. Okay, it's Isaac's first time trying to drive his own horse. All right, bud, good luck. Don't let go, whatever you do.
Go.
Tell her to walk.
Walk.
Walk. Walk.
Walk up. Walk up.
Don't let her bump into the reins, you know, with her mouth. Walk.
Walk.
Good job. It's his very own horse. Doing real good. He's always had a rapport with Lady. When she got weaned a little young because we bought her from someone because we didn't own Jessie at the time, and they like weaning their horses a little younger than I like weaning them, so it was hard on her. So he spent a lot of time with her, and she really liked him for that. And Isaac has this soft, gentle tone to his voice, and he's got a real empathetic personality, so that made the mare really like him. Tell her to walk. Try to get to her right side and tap her on that saddle. Good. Now release the pressure when she does the right decision. Good job. Okay, we're gonna do a little ride on her in the round pen now. Lady, God gave us dominion over you, and we're thankful for you. Let your nature be calm and gentle. Let your will fall right in line with our will. Keep us safe. Be a good horsey in Jesus' name, amen. Okay, now I am gonna have you assist if she behaves well, with the reins and your legs and asking her to walk. So what I want you to do, and for all you viewers, when you're riding a young horse for the first time, picture yourself as a hallway. And picture the horse in that hallway. The reins and the bit are the front door that stops the horse. Your legs and the reins are the right and left doors that let the horse go right or left. And the hallway is like walls that you're bouncing them in between. So you frame yourself, you keep your reins wider and your arms wider than you would normally be riding to try to help make the cues more exaggerated for her. Does that all make sense? And then, like, say you're wanting her to go left, you'll ask a little bit left, you'll bring this rein over, bring the hallway over, and she'll learn to find the middle of that hallway. Same with that right leg. You close it a little and open this one a little, and it helps them understand the cues. But first, I'm just gonna lead her before I ask her to go in circles. Come on, babe. Walk. Walk. Good girl. You're okay. Yeah. Yeah, just hold on to that saddle horn in case she does anything. Good girl. Yeah. Hi, baby. Hi. That's a good girl.
Good girl, lady. Good girl.
There's a funny group of people that really know nothing about horses that like to claim that they're educated about horses, that say, never pat your horse. They're so tender. They're so delicate. That's like a slap to them. Sorry, I have to do it in a whiny voice, because whenever I read those comments, I automatically read it in a whiny voice because they're wrong. Horses, when they're grooming in the pasture, man, they are chomping down and chewing, and that's their love, that's their groom. But why I'm patting now isn't for affection. It's to kind of get her to, see how she's relaxed since I started tapping like that, started chewing the bit and lowered her head. She was anxious, and I'm kind of patting that anxiety out of her. You know, if you're scared and stroking her like this, it's okay. Well, that does the opposite of calming them down. I want her to think, oh, he's not pussyfooting around with me. He's fine. I need to be fine too. So she's already calmed down a lot. Walk. Walk.
No.
Walk. Pick up your reins off the saddle horn. You're the hallway now. You're riding. Walk. Good girl. Don't hit the fence again, okay? Walk up. Good girl. Okay, when I say, you're gonna turn into me, okay? And we're gonna go the opposite direction. Ready now. Good girl, get ready. Walk. Good. Big hallway so she can find the center. Frame your arms out a little like you're flying an airplane. Just the opposite of the way I've taught you to ride a trained horse. Because we're not doing it for you or for your equitation, and we're doing it for her understanding. Ooh, look at that pretty walk. How she relaxes them legs. Good girl, good girl. Okay, when I say, we're gonna turn in and go the other way again. Ready? Now. Good girl. Ask her to walk. Walk. Good girl. Fly the airplane. Them arms. Walk up. I wonder if anybody will complain to me about telling you to ride the wrong way and not understand that we're doing it for the horse. Okay, so practice a stop. Okay, and for our first ride, let's just quit while we're ahead. So go ahead and get down. Go ahead. Give her a little treat as soon as we get off. And then when you get done with a successful lesson like that, you strip the bridles and saddles right where you quit. So that, easy, yes, I know. So that it's a really fast, hold your horse, bud. So that's a really fast release of and reward. You know, she did good, so we strip this saddle right now. Not even have her walk off from where she was getting rode at. Okay, bud, just love on her for a little bit. And another good lesson in the books. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hit the like and subscribe button and follow her playlist. This is Lady's playlist. And we'll see her go from not even broke yet to hopefully a champion this fall. What do you say, Isaac? You think she's got championship in her?